こんにちは、Japanese Amoの Misa です。Hey guys! So in the last lesson, I was going to explain how to negate the verbs, but I didn't. So I feel very bad if you were looking forward to it. But in this lesson, we're gonna. So let's get started. We learned mas form. If it's iru, eru ending, we change ru into mas. And other verbs, we change the u sound into e sound. So do you remember how we say to teach? 教える 教える And if you want to say 教える in mas form, 教えます because える at the end, right? 教えます I teach English, for example. Then, do you remember how we say English? So, England, it's イギリス but English language, it doesn't sound like イギリス at all. We say 英語 right? So 英語 I teach English. English as an object. So 英語を教えます right? 英語を教えます But if I would say I don't teach English, then it's really easy. We just change the mas into ません ません So I don't teach would be 教えません教えません So I don't teach English, the whole sentence would be 英語教えません英語教えません What about I don't watch horror movies? So I really hate horror movies because it's kawaii. So horror, we say horror, horror. Horror movies, we say ホラー映画 Usually when you want to connect two nouns, you have to use no particle. So ホラーの映画 But ホラー映画 is like one word, so we don't need no particle. Or you can just say ホラー without 映画 and it makes sense too. So I watch would be 見る and 見ます right? So 見ます becomes 見ません見ませんホラー映画を見ません What about I don't go to work on weekends? So do you remember how we say weekend? 週末 So 週 the kanji means week. So for example, if you want to say 1 week, we say 1週間 The first e sound obviously comes from the word 1, 1 and 週 and then 間 means period or duration 2週間 2 weeks 3週間 3 weeks and also if you want to say this week for this evening we say 今晩 right 今晩 for this week we say 今週 and if you want to say next week we say 来週 It kind of sounds like 来週 I wish this week 今週 sounded like Pikachu but it doesn't 来週 and 今週 We're gonna learn the past tense in the next lesson and we're gonna need the word last week, right? So last week we say 先週 So it's not close to Pichu but 先週週末 is weekend 末 the kanji means end So I don't go to work on weekends On weekends you can say 週末に right? But this sentence is more about As for weekends, I don't go to work So は suits better So 週末は and then I don't go to work So the word for work it's 仕事 which can mean job as well. So if I want to say what's your job, then the word for what is 何 and in informal speech I can say 仕事は何 What's your job? In formal speech 何 becomes 何ですか So it would be 仕事は何ですか What's your job formally? If you want to sound super formal, then you could add the honorific prefix o. So it would be お仕事 So you could say お仕事は何ですか But that's ridiculously formal. So 仕事 is work or job, right? If you want to say I like my job, you can say 仕事が好 suki desu, right? Suki desu. And I don't like my job, then 仕事が好きじゃないです, right? This 仕事, you can make it into a verb using する. So 仕事する means to work. So to go to work. Do you remember what we use for to? に, right? The easy way to remember this to is in English, to as a number is to. And then go to somewhere, we also say to. And in Japanese, number 2 is ni, and also to go somewhere, we use ni particle. It's a coincidence, but it's easy to remember, right? So go to work. 仕事に行きます。仕事に行きます。But if you want to say I don't, then we change must into ません, right? So 仕事に行きません。仕事に行きません。But let's add the word on weekends. As for weekends, 週末は仕事に行きません。週末は仕事に行きません。But instead of saying going to work, you can say I don't work on weekends, right? Then to work, do you remember how we make the verb to work? 仕事する, right? And then する is an irregular, so します. So します becomes しません. So as for weekends, I don't work. 週末は仕事しません。週末は仕事しません. If you're vegetarian, you want to say I don't eat meat. Alright, so meat, we say お肉. You could say 肉, but you want to show the respect to, meat. So you want to say お肉. I don't eat meat would be お肉を食べません. お肉を食べません. The word for vegetarian, we also say vegetarian. Vegan, you can say vegan as well. There is a Japanese word for vegetarian, but we don't really use it. Most people just stick to vegetarian. So you could say vegetarian です。お肉を食べません. If you don't eat fish either, then you can say お肉と魚を食べません. So 魚 is fish, right? Well, I don't drink alcohol. So alcohol, do you remember? お酒, right? So お酒を to drink. 飲む. So can you change 飲む into mass form? 飲みます. So 飲みません. お酒を飲みません. お酒を飲みません. I actually don't drink myself. It's because I can't handle it. If you want to say I'm a lightweight, we say I'm weak to alcohol. Strong, we say 強い. Weak, we say 弱い. So we say お酒に弱い. So like I'm weak towards alcohol. That's how you say I'm a lightweight. If you want to say you can handle it, it's the opposite. We say I'm strong towards alcohol. So we say お酒に強い. Right? お酒に強い. If I want to say I'm a lightweight, I don't drink alcohol, I can say お酒に弱いです. お酒を飲みません. What about I don't smoke? So to smoke, we say タバコを吸う. タバコを吸う. Tabaco is cigarette, right? It's from Portuguese. Tabaco. And 吸う actually means to inhale, like, or to breathe. So to breathe, we say 息を吸う. Or you can say 息をする as well. You can just say 吸う without タバコ, but normally we put タバコ. So can you change 吸う into mass form? So 吸う becomes 吸います, right? 吸います because you change う into い. 吸います. I don't smoke. It'd be タバコを吸いません. タバコを吸いません. What about I don't read newspaper? So newspaper, we say 新聞. The first kanji means new and the second kanji means to hear or to listen. kiku. You hear new stuff. For news, we say news. So we say news or miru to watch news, but to read, how do you say it? Yomu, right? And mas form, yomimasu, right? Yomimasu. And I don't read would be yomimasen, yomimasen. So I don't read newspaper would be shinbun o yomimasen, shinbun o yomimasen. But if you want to say I don't really read newspaper, so you want to add the word read, not really. So not really, we say amari formally. Informally, we say amari, amari. The thing is, when using this amari, you have to use with negation. So amari on its own doesn't mean really, but without negation, it wouldn't mean anything. So if you say amari yomu, that doesn't make sense. You have to amari yomimasen. I don't really read. So where to put this amari? You can put at the beginning, or you can put before the verb. So shinbun o amari yomimasen. Shinbun o amari yomimasen. You can say amari shinbun o yomimasen as well. If you want to say I don't watch TV at all, then at all we say zenzen, zenzen. But again, you have, just like amari, we have to use zenzen with negation, so masen or janai. If you want to say I don't like insects at all, you can say 全然虫が好きじゃないです or 虫が全然好きじゃないです right? The thing is, Japanese people use this 全然 with words like 大丈夫 which means it's fine or it's okay or it's alright or I'm fine 大丈夫 So some people say 全然大丈夫 This is a wrong usage, but people use it in colloquial speech. They say 全然大丈夫 to mean like don't worry, it's fine, like everything is fine. So 全然 actually refers to like don't worry or you know, it's not a problem. So I don't watch TV at all. You can say テレビを全然見ません。テレビを全然見ません。What about I don't cook? So the word to cook, do you remember how we said Japanese restaurant? We said 日本料理のレストラン, right? So 料理 is the word for cook or cuisine, but as a noun. If you want to say to cook as a verb, we say 料理する, 料理する. So the mass form would be 料理します, right? So I don't cook at all, we say 全然料理しません。全然料理しません。If you want to say my mother doesn't cook at all, then the word for mother we say 母、母、母。で、母は全然料理しません。But this 料理します you cannot specify what you cook. So if you want to say I cooked pizza or I made pizza, then we have to use the word to make. So the word for to make is 作る, 作る. So can you make 作る into mass form? 作ります. So I make a pizza would be ピザを作ります. So I don't make pizza. Then you say ピザを作りません。ピザを作りません。What about I don't go outside at all? So that's 引きこもり. Have you heard of this word? 引きこもり is a person who stays at home all the time, doesn't want to go outside. I'm 引きこもり, I don't go outside. You go outside, so outside we say 外, 外. And to go out, to exit, to leave is 出る, 出る. So 外に出る, that's how we say it, to go outside. So in English you don't say to go to outside, but we do. 外に出る. So 全然外に出ません。全然外に出ません。You can say 引きこもりです。全然外に出ません。The word for to understand is wakaru. Last form would be wakarimasu. Right, wakarimasu. And if you want to say I don't understand, you can say wakarimasen. If you want to say I don't understand it at all, you can say zenzen wakarimasen. I hope you don't feel that way after this lesson. I hope you understand things and learn things from me. Alright, so thank you for watching again, and in the next lesson I'll do the past tense, which will be fun. じゃあまたね。